Hello, Sandstorm Tubers, and where am I going here? Welcome back to Let's Play Seiken Densetsu 3 with me, Blue Ankylo. I'm looking for a beach where I can summon my turtle. This is where we landed, but it's actually a dock with a ship, which is kind of funny. But, you know, he can't actually go sailing. So I traveled all the way back to the town, but where's the nearest beach we can summon the turtle? Because you can't summon him from there. It's been a long time. I was planning on starting my episode with, like, some turtle ride. I'm pretty confident you have to be in a very, like, to be on a specific beach screen. So I'm hoping there was one just south of town, because usually there's one just outside of town. But now I'm not so sure. Maybe it was on the other side of the area. If that happens, I'm just gonna restart the episode when we get back there. I may have made a little mistake. Hopefully, if I just go down here, there'll be the right screen. So how's it going, future tubers? Sorry for the amazing intro we just had, but we're planning on just going, you know, straight to the sandstorm, of course, and. Oh, we got our first level 19. Sweet. Speaking of level ups, it's a good thing we looked at our stats. We looked a little bit into what all the stats do, so I'll give you a very brief recap for the future tubers. Strength, physical damage, and tech damage. All tech damage. Dexterity doesn't work. Stamina, a little bit of HP, and a lot of defense. Intelligence, almost all magic damage, and magic defense against magic that gets magic damage from intellect. So most of your magic defense comes from intellect. Spirit is magic defense for spirit-based spells, which is holy magic almost entirely, but also the summons for Carly. And then luck doesn't do anything serious. It's mostly does nothing. There's no critical bonus or anything. It just it changes the trap a little bit and might give you a chance to survive a hit that kills you, maybe, but mostly just ignore it. So basically, you're supposed to prioritize stamina and your damage stat, intellect or strength, basically, or spirit for Carly goes spirit, and Angela goes intellect, the physical brawlers go strength, and everyone goes stamina, kind of logic. So anyway, the stat cap is now much increased after the promotion, so we'll continue increasing our stats. And if I can't find a place to get on my turtle, I'm gonna be a little bit sad. Because I wasn't planning on staying here and grinding to level 20, which is... Oh, good. There's one right here. At least, I think so. It's kind of upside down, but maybe we can get on it here once we kill some enemies. Let's throw some magic. Let's not throw any magic on, because we can't use Angela. We still can't select Angela. Why? I have no friggin' idea. Why Angela was locked out of all of those menus. Sometimes the game really doesn't explain itself. I guess when we got that level up, we learned a new spell. It will be single target, but it's our first middle tier spell. Oh good! We saw them use it on us. Now we can use it back on them. It did not do very much damage. That was pretty disappointing, honestly. 60 damage. I mean, I was trying to cast something, but they wouldn't let me open my menu. And we got promoted, we got a level up, and then we immediately died to the same enemies we've been fighting for like 3 levels now. So anyway, Lucent Beam should be the upgrade to Holy Bolt. Oh, we haven't shown off Ice Smash yet either, because that's a new spell. You think something broke? My eye broke, because suddenly we just took 1,000,000 points of damage. Their spells suddenly did a bunch of damage. I mean, I I have no idea what just happened. But yeah, we nearly died. Maybe I should save, make a proper save at the inn, and then restart the game. Because, you know, we were recently talking about all the bugs in Seiken Densetsu 3. Apparently there's a few. And sadly, we cannot summon Vuskov from here. So I don't even know. Where did we see... Have we seen a place to summon him? How do we get off of this continent? Like, I don't even remember anymore. We can't take a boat. I have to go all the way back. It was by this Mana Stone? I didn't even see a beach there. I was at the Ice Town. The Ice Town is right next door. Okay, I'll go back to the Ice Town. You tell me where the beach is, because I thought I checked all the paths. Oh, I saw him decrease our attack that time, at least. The little bubbly sound effect finally connected. Just walk between a tree somewhere. So, like, did I just miss a passage on the side of the town? In the town to the left. Because up is just the ship that we can't use. I believe we would have used it in Angela's opening. Oh. I didn't realize you could go up and down this ledge. Super. It's not even complicated, Blue. You just gotta realize you can walk across this terrain you've probably not really seen in a long time. Or, well, not ever, but I don't recognize that tile set. Alright, good news! Only 7 minutes into the video and almost dying once and getting a couple level ups, but we're off! Now, hopefully, after our adventures in Iceland, getting some level ups and getting promoted, we should have enough money for a little while to buy new gear, not have to stress out too much. So let's go find Salamander. There's a little flashing light on the map. We could just go straight to there. Well, you could try. There you go. The Song of His People. I forget where the beach is for this place. I forget everything about this game. Like, I think I went the wrong way. Well, there is a beach over here technically, but this is Jet or Maya or something. Or let's see. I think this is the wrong one. Heaven's Way. So this is, yeah, it was definitely the wrong one. I was wrong both times when I guessed, though. That's the way to Laurent. So that's the mountain area. Sure, good. Makes perfect sense. We'll just save half an hour by skipping the cutscene by fast forwarding that. Okay, so good. Of course, it looks like the mountain region. So we're gonna have to go to the other side of the desert area and find somewhere to dock. They took a page from Final Fantasy 1 and made sure your boat can only dock in specific areas, but instead of like Final Fantasy 1 where it was really easy to see a dock, they made it so you had to sail around in Mode 7 until you noticed a little bit of land. There we go. A little bit of beach land. Alright. Only took 9.5 minutes, but we're in the desert. Desert capital Surtan. There doesn't seem to be as much water coming from the well lately. Okay, well, we've already rescued Undyne, so we can make water anytime we want. Huh? Have we met? Never mind, I got a lot of work to do. No time to rest. You should get to work yourself. Nothing like working up a good sweat. Yeah, we don't really work. We just kill monsters. I saw a cat carrying a great big bag the other day. By cat, they mean the cat merchant. Hey, what are you doing slinking down here? There doesn't seem to be as much water coming from the well. Hey, we already talked about that. Can we sneak around? Just go sneaky, sneaky. Oh, hi there. They say that monsters have taken the Navarro fortress from thieves that used to live there. Alright, well, we found the secret old man. Yeah, this is, the Navarro region is Hawkeye's main region. It makes sense that Laurent is nearby for Rice's main region, because they're connected. They invaded the nearest country. Just like the Beastman and City of Wendell. Okay, no new weapons yet. Sure. Sad. Whew, it's hotter than normal. Is it hotter than normal? I don't know. What is with this weather? I mean, you live in a desert and it's hot. I mean, it probably doesn't rain in the desert very often, traditionally. So, I don't know what these guys are trying to say here. Ah, weather these days. Oh, look, a free cup of wishes, thanks. Just sitting there, waiting to be grabbed. Welcome to my traveling shop. Alright. Apparently some people have died in the last area. And we've used a few fairy walnuts. And even a little bit of chocolate. What happened to the noble thieves of Navarro? They've been raiding everyone without rhyme or reason. Those punks. Alright, so we gotta find the armor shop. I want to save this bottom right building for last. Plate armor. Oh yeah, so now we can see shields that we can't use. As if we were promoted. Golden shield. Hey, that's another 3,380 gold we don't have to waste. Sounds like knights are useless. A shield that might not even work, depending on how the stats work for it. I think it might just directly give you evasion, though, not dexterity, so it might work. Poor child, her parents were attacked by thieves in the desert and never seen again. La la la, she doesn't care about that. A yippee-ki-yay dog. The kid just la la la, it's pretty good. Oh, my parents are dead. Whoop-de-woo. I'm fine. Don't see many new patrons, even though we're right at the entrance to the desert. I mean, not a lot of sightseeing. Not a lot of sightseeing in the desert. I have goods to deliver to Dean, the oasis in the east, but the desert is crawling with monsters and thieves. Wish me luck. Just too many desert monsters in these parts. Ugh, I got attacked by Navarro thieves. They took all the cargo, sank my ship. So they're pirates now. The south of the desert is the fiery gorge. It's always on fire. That's why they call it that. It's always on fire and it's always a gorge. Thinking I might move to the old homestead soon. Some skippers have sighted a ghost ship out there on the waters. You be careful now. Wait, you were on it? Ah! Yeah, there's pretty much no way you could get here without having been on the ghost ship. I don't think. I guess if you started as Hawkeye, you might be able to talk to him before the ghost ship, of course, but... My husband used to wander off all the time, but lately he's really turned over a new leaf. It's nice having him around the house. We may not have as much as money as before, but I like my husband's new outlook on life. Papa plays with me a lot now, it's fun! Husband's changed lately. can't say I'm not suspicious. I mean, not a lot of houses have rooftop patios, so it's a pretty large house you've got for a not plot-related building. Well, we know about an oasis to the east, and I think we've been in every house other than the inn, I guess, at this point. We'll have a little nap, and then we'll get to work. We need to add one spirit to Duran's stat line at some point so he can learn all of his Saber spells. But I wasn't in a rush for his first level up. I guess maybe next level up I'll think about it. I just want him to hit a little bit harder. It seems like we're not hitting enemies hard enough. Alright, let's go see what's out here in the desert. I'm sure it's safe. Hey, some Dialux. So it looks like the enemy levels are going to be pretty similar to the ice area. And probably assume that you're not promoted at this point. So maybe it would have been easier if we'd come here first, rather than fighting all those jerks in the Iceland, but it looks like it's... I mean, these Agatrices can be real jerks too, so it's probably going to be similar difficulty overall. Level 19 for Carly. Buff that spirit. And now she's got multi-heal, yeah. That's the stuff. And a pretty good beatdown. She actually did 100 damage. Look at her contributing. Alright, 3 MP. Multi-target heal. How good is it? It's pretty good. 240 HP to the whole group for the same cost as healing one person. That's a lot of the reason we bring Carly, or Charlotte. It's just safety and quick healing for relatively efficient MP. Well, actually, 3 MP, that's a deal. So the wing attack lowers your defenses. And she's seducing a bird now. Thanks, Angela. Oh, was the guy that got robbed by thieves specifically talking about Hawkeye? That's kind of funny. Oh no! Polterbox. Level 19. Let's try out that Lucent Beam again. Our first tier 2 spell. Go on, you gotta do more than like 60 damage here, or I'm gonna be kind of sad. 124? I don't know about that. What does, I guess one thing to remember is Lucent Beam and Holy Bolt are powered by her spirit, which is a little bit lower than her intelligence, which is probably why those spells are never going to be as good as her regular spells, assuming I don't buff her spirit up. Yeah, that's actually good to know now that I'm a little bit more familiar with how the mechanics work. If you only prioritize her intelligence, then you kind of want to stick to the elementals. So we should get a lot more value from an intelligence-based spell that the enemy may be weak against. Maybe. Yeah, 170 damage to some of them. That's not bad. Alright, we're kicking butt down in the desert. I like it. The desert beatdown. Oh man, we killed that guy in like 2 hits. I wonder, you know, if we'd come here first, if this would have actually been easier than some of those jerk monsters that we fought in the ice area. I don't know. I mean, there's cockatrices, and they're pretty bad with the defense down, petrified type attacks. And of course, we are promoted. We're a lot stronger now than we were So, you know, it's hard to say... This is not a fair comparison. Like, at level 19 promoted, it's a lot easier than the ice area, but... I'm just curious. Maybe the next time I play, I'll go to the desert before I go to the ice area. There's a lot of trapdoors in this area. So I know the path says go right, but I'm just checking out this other area. What's wrong with getting a couple level ups, right? The last couple dungeons or areas really kicked my butt, so. This is another really large area. Like, this game has surprisingly large areas, even though the screens can be a little bit small. And there might not be a whole lot to find, but the areas are large, even if there's not a lot of treasure or rewards, just exploring them, but... So these guys are not weak to ice. Maybe they're weak to, like, wind? We got about 89 damage from the ice magic. Someone says they're weak to wind. Yeah, I did about double damage. That's true. I don't think there's any easy analyze spell in this game like there was in... maybe there's an item that gives it to you eventually, but there's no... It's not as easy as Secret of Mana to just analyze all the enemies and just know. You kind of have to guess and do some experiments. But yeah, I would have figured it out. Don't worry. I am assuming because we're in the fire area that a lot of enemies will be weak to ice because it's sensible, the opposite sort of element, but thanks, Tomato Man. But yeah, those little dinosaur tanks, it's nice to have some magic damage for them. They're pretty tanky. Alright, I don't know why I'm still going this direction and not the route that opened up when I killed the enemies, which was, in retrospect, probably a silver statue, but, you know. We're just exploring the area, you know. Having a good time, looking around, testing out some magic. Giving the live tuber something to watch. I wonder, have they been consistently hitting us with that summon spell after we cast magic on the Tomato Mans, maybe? Can we figure out if they've got a counter attack? Oh man, having the promoted damage from those girls is still really nice. Just seeing numbers higher than 1 come out of my party members is so much better. You might be better off grinding against these guys with wind magic than anything in the ice area, if you're trying to get level ups to promote. They're tanky, but 60 HP per fight, or per kill, and the wind magic's easy enough. You know, you don't have to finish the ice area to get that. You guys chaining your attacks together before the damage hits? Come on. I guess I'll join the party. I think the only downside with that cross-slash attack is that it takes so long for Duran to charge up that generally there's not a lot left to hit with a multi-target attack by the time you can use it. Most things seem to die before he can charge it up. At least this time we can hit 2, but I think his normal tier 1 tech would have hit them both anyway. Okay, this might be the way forward. It totally is. Help! I lifted your curse. Now show some gratitude and prove your usefulness. Bill, Ben, I believe you have a score to settle. This is your last chance. Yes, ma'am. Alright, Thordum, let's find out if Bill and Ben do counter magic. Just like the last boss. You'll have to face us. We won't go easy on you like last time. Behold the dark power that Belladonna has given us. Secret attack, evil fusion. This is not supposed to be an episode of Dragon Ball Z. I see you have decided to go underground. I'll have you know that I have the power of Lucent Beam. 100 damage shuriken before I can even cast a spell. A 90 damage Lucent Beam? Immediately followed by another weapon skill that is going to kill me. And I can't select Carly. Okay. Great start. New plan. If all we get is 90 damage from Lucent Beam, which is probably the only element that he'll be weak to, I can do 83 damage in a single attack with my buffed strength, so. And if we give the girls some buff strength, they'll be a little bit more useful, in theory. Oh crap, I thought I already targeted Angela, but now I don't remember. We may have just double cast on Charlotte accidentally. Now they've split forms. Still can't select Charlotte because she's doing a special attack. Thanks, Charlotte. Still can't put any commands in. I still can't put any commands in. It's too late. She's dead. Thanks, game. I love it. All I wanted to do was use some items. You gotta love tech spam. Oh yeah, I love it. At least I can spam my own tech once in a while. I did a lot of damage, 236. And if I get hit twice, I'm gonna consider this a counter. Yeah, so they counter your techs. So I think that solves that riddle, right? We're gonna say the biggest mistake we've ever made was having Angela and Carly allowed to use techs on this fight. And I mean, they do a lot of techs anyway, so it's hard to tell for sure, but the fact that they did 2 in a row after I did my my AoE seems... Shh. Could you do a little bit less damage, maybe? At least we got the chocolate off before I died. Alright, well let's, this is not really going well. Let's buff our defenses up a little bit here, because I don't know if it's going to make much difference, but they are hitting way too hard. Alright, we should be good now, right? Defense up. Offense up, maybe. I mean, I'm not using magic, but... Oh, weapon tech. You watch, she's gonna get immediately countered, right? Or not. No, maybe she killed him. They don't have a lot of HP, it's true. I think one of the things to remember about the ninja, the Ben and Bill thing is they're relatively low HP bosses. They just have some ridiculous weapon tech burst DPS spam they love to do. So, anyway, that's been covered. Another boss down. Great time. I didn't even really get to cast any magic from Angela. You know, that happened on the last boss too. We get so stuck just on a healing cycle of never being able to input commands that I never even get to use Angela's magic. Oh, by the way, that door's bombed. The fire bursts are too strong in the fiery gorge. Oh, they got blown up again. I don't think we fought any of these little fire drake dudes before. These guys actually have like a lower enemy level than the enemies in the desert. And I expect this is the area where you could probably get away with some more ice magic. Let's give Undyne a chance. 155 to the fire drake, that's... I'd say acceptable. Oh, good. Thanks, video game. Alright, so I'm assuming we're pretty close to a firestone. Stop! In the name of the... I mean, come no further, unless you want me to throw her into the flames. We got healing magic, she'll be fine. I mean, no! Thanks, Hawk. Good dart. Ugh! There are more of you! This is not over yet. One dart took out a boss. Good job, kid. Oh, do you mean... Do I need to talk to you? How does she look? Well, she's unconscious, but we can't leave her here in this weakened state. Belladonna cursed her. The curse was broken, but Jessica's been wearing the choker of death for so long. Her body and soul are at their limits. Hang in there, Jessica. Oh, Hawkeye. I'll take her back to the Oasis of Dean. You follow Belladonna. She's after the energy from the Mana Stone. You know the drill. It's not our first rodeo. We found elementals. We've, well, we haven't actually dealt with any Mana Stones yet, to be honest. Behold, this is the pure energy of the Mana Stones held within. I lifted the girl's curse so I might sacrifice her life to break the Mana Stone seal and bring us closer to the sanctuary. But you foiled that plan. Luckily, I used the souls of Bill and Ben in place of hers. Thank you for defeating them and providing me an alternative. All hail his dark majesty. And she disappears. So it kind of feels like there's 3 different bad guy groups going around unsealing these Mana Stones, but they're all essentially trying to do the same thing, which is open a portal to the realm of mana and gather the Mana Sword. So that's not very nice. Now, we didn't find any elementals down there. Maybe, oh, I should have clicked on the stone. I should have definitely clicked on the stone before I left. I was thinking I've already been promoted, so I don't need to click on it anymore, but I should have double checked, because oftentimes, just like Undyne, she came out after you touched the stone. Always touch the stone. Alright. Hold on. I'm not gonna leave here until I double, triple check. Because we should be getting Salamando and not just leaving here. And they just float over. Nice. Oh, she released the energy. Now we know that Belladon is trying to open the portal, just like the Altinans. Everyone's after that sword. Didn't I just explain this? If the sword of mana falls into the evil hands, the mana tree will die, and mana will disappear, and we need mana for something. Then the Benevodons will be released. Well, that's more important. I'll give you that. We cannot let that happen. We have to find the elementals and open the portal before the enemy does. We need that sword. Hey, look, there's a fire spirit. I heard it all. That lady royally messed up the Firestone. Take me with you so we can make her pay for it. Grr. Oh, he's the angry one. Glad to see you're fired up. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh boy. He lights himself on fire. Alright, add the one element. There we go. I almost missed it. I would have had to walk all the way back. But there's our Salamando. Make sure I save that. Happy mana music. Okay, this was like shorter. I feel like this area was shorter than the Ice Country area. The Altinan area. Hey, I learned Stone Saber. I didn't even notice. We got magic on the last level up. What else do we get? You don't like his dubbing in the remake? Well, voice acting is hit or miss for sure. I didn't find Dean? Oh. Was that where the path opened up to the east that I ignored? The Oasis town? There's probably nothing there. Sure, Hawkeye might be there, but... we don't really care about his story, right? Like, our job is just, like, get the elementals. All this business with the Navarre thieves and Belladonna and all these girls. Who cares about all that? Wait, you've got healing magic? Ninjas shouldn't have healing magic. Dark spirits. Alright. Fire no jutsus. Woo! 80 damage. More than 80 damage! That was like 80 plus 60. 2 hits on everybody. That's insane. Alright. So we can't raise her intellect any higher. Spirit will give her more power on her Lucent Beams. Or we just buff up our survivability a little bit. And she learned Fireball +1 anyway, I guess, right? I thought that was supposed to be called Exploder. Apparently it's Fireball in this translation. This is gonna be a dead end, yeah. Oh, right! She learned the tier 1 Fireball, not the tier 2 Exploder. That makes sense, makes sense. They would order it in that fashion. I wasn't thinking we just unlock Salamando. I'm like, I want good spells. Because we don't have any tier 2 elementals yet. Just the Lumina one. Yeah, I was gonna say, how come Duran hasn't had a level up? I'm gonna give him a level up of stamina, and then he should learn one more Saber spell, and then next level up he needs Spirit for his 3rd and then 4th Saber. So there. Now we got Lightning Saber, sweet. Should test those out a little bit. I guess though we gotta make sure we know what day of the week it is. It's Dryad Day. We don't have any Dryad Sabers, we'll be fine. Okay, still can't go through the bomb doors. Maybe one day we'll be back here. Go through all the bomb doors. Yeah, this area is pretty linear. There's not a whole lot to deal with in the cave here. Alright, let's go... They're all 4 MP. Let's go with lightning. Why not? Lightning sabers. Well, it worked pretty good on the duck, but it looks like the knight might be resistant to lightning, which sucks, because that means we're not really hitting him at all. Let's see if we can... Well, let's test out our new spell. We just got Fireball. I mean, it is a lot like Secret of Mana Fireball. Can't critique it too much. Alright. Oh, fine. A Poseidon Claw. That's Ice Saber, I believe. Should be. Alright, nice little trip down there. Unfortunately, I think in this game, your sabers only last one battle. Unlike Secret of Mana, where your buffs last like a duration or a number of attacks. Pretty much everything cleanses after your combat's over for the screen. But the Saber spells do add a fair amount of damage, especially if the enemies are weak to them, of course. But, like, they're good. 4 MP is not cheap, but, like, if these guys are weak to wind, which means lightning in this game, wind and lightning, then the Thunder Saber should really crush these guys, like, as many as we need to fight on the screen. Assuming I can hit them. And it adds some, like, animation effects on hit when you hit with a magic effect, a magic weapon, which is neat. One day, Duran will be able to buff the whole group with things like that. To be honest, I haven't used the Saber spells very much in Seiken Densetsu 3. Just a little bit. And this Let's Play will probably get to showcase them a lot more because Duran's our main damage dealer, and buffing him up is going to be one of the main goals. Like, we could combo that Lightning Saber with a power buff, and he should be, like, pretty broken. 150 damage? Yeah, that's not bad. Considering the wind spell was doing about that, he can just swing for it. Alright, Carly. Gonna give her some stamina. She gets the Chest Knight spell. Alright, now we can start testing out that. Okay, so I'm not sure how good it'll be. Again, I haven't tested a lot of Carly stuff ever, because no one uses Carly. 1 MP, which is not even what the Wikipedia says. It's 97 damage. You know, that's about the same as what we've been getting off of Angela for most of her magic. Although Angela tends to do... I can't even use Angela. Angela tends to focus on multi-target most of the time. And she can take advantage of elemental weaknesses easier. But, you know, 100 damage, that's alright. As spirit gets higher, it'll go up, it'll scale. I mean, we're up to 190 from the wind spell, too. That's not bad, either. But yeah, if you go Thunder Saber, we get to about 100 damage. And if you go Power Up, we get to 150 damage. So triple our damage output just with a couple buffs. That's not bad. Just imagine we were on with Kevin. That's the real heavy hitter. Sure, treasure. Why not? You think I can turn down a treasure chest? But I mean, this is the main reason for Charlotte anyway. Having a very powerful AoE heal is certainly nothing to scoff at. I hit another dead end. Good job, Blue. I'm just really good at hitting dead ends. Even though I just walked through this area. I guess the Chest Knight single target spell will be more for, you know, bosses and difficult single target enemies kind of thing. The audio is sounding a little bit funky for me. I'm not sure why it's slowing down. Is my audio messed up? Hold on a second. That should have fixed it. Stupid Windows 10. Can't believe I haven't figured out what's causing that yet. All I know how to do is fix it once it starts. Alright, so this was the branch that opened up that I never explored, of course. It seems like the enemies in the desert are a lot more passive than in the Arctic ice area. You know, we take some damage, but overall, the enemies around here just don't... They don't attack very much, which is... It's a nice break, honestly. They're not like stun-locking my dudes, interrupting them with magic and skills and healing themselves. Alright, so theoretically this might take us to Dean, if we keep it up. I guess it is fair to say at this point we outlevel the enemy by 3 levels. So if you came here at level 16 or 17, it would probably be, I assume it would be more difficult, but... I mean, I don't think your level affects the enemy's, like, aggressiveness. I mean, sure, we do a lot less damage, but... Maybe that's just the problem with the Triceratops. Whatever we're calling them. If you're not a high level, then maybe you just can't kill them, and eventually they do something nasty. Like I said, I am curious if we went to the desert first, how that would work. Desert creatures just minding their own business. A group of humans comes through, just breaking everything. Yeah, there's some of that. So this is the castle that was conquered by bad ninjas, and then apparently monsters after the fact. But we can't get in. So the path over here was the wrong path. It's just kind of nice smacking around the enemies for a little bit. We've had a few dungeons. It's like ever since we got to the volcanic island, the monsters were just way too strong for that dungeon and then the next one. It's kind of nice to have an area where we just get to beat up on them a little bit. Well, let's go back to reality. No, let's go back to our desert town. If I missed a town somewhere in the desert, I don't know. I don't remember exactly how to get there. Maybe I never went to that cave. But somewhere up from where we started will be somewhere up from here will be where we started. Yeah, because we came down here, opened up that path after killing enemies. It's kind of sad that your allies don't attack until you hit something, just with my current AI setup, and then they don't even necessarily attack the enemy I attack. They won't do anything until I tell them. Guys, kill these dinosaurs. Desert Triceratopses. They're the enemy. All doors are traps. There was a time back in Secret of Mana when I'm like, you know, the game doesn't give you enough trap rooms. You can just ignore all the enemies in the game. It'd be better if there was more trap rooms. And now I'm in Seiken Densetsu 3 and I'm like, I'm not 100% sure if I agree with past Ankylo. I think it'd be better if the game didn't pause for like 5 seconds to tell you you've been trapped. If they sped that part up a little bit and just let you start getting into combat, and then open the door when you're done without having like a big slow animation. I guess that's kind of the downside for Seiken Densetsu 3, is a lot of things just are slow. A lot of animations and menus just, they're not quick. Maybe that's part of why they never released, Squaresoft never released it in North America. Just didn't feel like, for an action RPG, kind of interestingly enough, it's not the most action-packed game. Like, it is still an RPG first and foremost. And the action part of it is a little bit slower. Apparently Dean was south and then east of the crossroads that led to the... That's the first direction I went! I thought I got a whole bunch of dead ends down there. Or no, that's what ended up at the fire area eventually. Right? I went... From the crossroads I went south. Maybe I went west. I don't know, I'm confused. Let's have a little break. Heal up! There's just one way I missed. Well, with a bunch of trapped dead ends... Alright. I'm gonna need a map. So, Gnome Day. We could test out the Earth Saber makes us weaker strategy. See how bad that is. But yeah, if I need to go to Dean to talk to Hawkeye, then I'm gonna need to go back out to the desert. He did say meet you in Dean, and I do know that there is an Oasis town. You don't think I have to? Well, but now that it's been mentioned... You know, the future tubers, they need to see the whole game. I can't just skip a whole town. What if they sell new swords? I mean, they probably don't. The truth of the matter is, we're pretty close to the end of the episode, and we're going to give it a little bit of a shot to see if we can find Dean. But, we're going to be saving the next area for the next episode. Next area should be Werewolf Land, which we haven't even talked about how to get into yet. They have new armor. Well, that would be nice. So crossroads, and then south, and then I went... Is this the right... No, this is the wrong way, isn't it? Well, it's not the way I went last time, because we came up... Man, I'm so lost. I'm getting old. I need like a map of all these areas. This is too much. Well, that's a dead end. These are a bunch of dead ends I never saw either, you know. That's how bad it is. Okay, we're gonna start doing the spell animation speed up trick. Seeing as we're gonna be hitting overtime here. Alright, so we connect it up, go down. Very important to get all the candy. Desert candy even, it's probably spicy. This is your crossroads. East from here will lead directly to, you know, the Navarre castle that we can't enter, so that's fine. We know where that is. Maybe the Triceratops only show up at night. So Thornum figures south and then east. Well, not southeast. Okay, let's reevaluate the directions. To reread them. Problem is, every path is a dead end except for one. That gets to be a little bit brutal. I mean, the battles have been pretty easy lately, so it's no big deal. It's just... It's starting to feel slow when I'm trying to... You know, I guess it's part of being on timer here. South... Southeaster... Maybe I never saw... This looks like an oasis. I must have missed this one, yeah. Because if I'd come through this door, I would have expected this to be the way, yeah. Okay, well... Just a matter of being thorough. There we go, the Oasis of Dean. Welcome to Dean! Oasis of Dean. I saw the Navarre thieves heading to Fiery Gorge. Well, we already made it there, so it's fine. I found the Fiery Gorge easier than I found your Oasis. I heard monsters, yeah, blah blah. Take your time, stranger. They have a fortress to the east. It's actually north of here, isn't it? What are you talking about? Gone, all gone. My cabbages. It's probably what they stole, if I was them. I'm the elder of this town. The ancient scrolls say the burning sands used to be lush and green. But people began fighting for use of mana until the plants withered and died. Only this oasis survived. The desert has been scarred forever. The scrolls say that when the oasis water dries up completely, calamity will come upon us again. I mean, you could say calamity has fallen on most of the world already, given the amount of wars going on. We've got like all 6 superpowers fighting each other right now. Okay, the water in the oasis is drying up. At this rate, it'll be gone one day. No. Okay, we'll go to the genie lamp shop. We did have one death. Sadly, one of us died today. I live with Grandma, so I'm not lonely. But Mom and Dad were taken by thieves. They're stolen. Oh, here she is. Jessica hasn't recovered yet. Belladonna has a lot to answer for. She cursed Jessica and killed her older brother, Eagle. I won't let that witch get away with what she did to Eagle and the rest of Navarre. I just can't leave on Jessica's side right now. Unless you play as him and then you ditch her. Yeah, okay, so that's all the story we get for coming here. So Hawkeye's holding out with Jessica in the basement of the item shop in Dean. Cool. The weapon and armor clerks are never awake at the same time. What is this Dragon Quest trick on us? Classic DQ shenanigans. Is that everybody? It's a pretty small town. All right. We can get a helmet. It's way better than what we've got equipped. We can get some gloves. Oh, that's way better too. And some sort of circlet and a mist pendant. Oh boy, I'm so glad I came here. Spend like all of our money, thousands of gold on +1 or 2 defense. I mean, I do think at one point some of these accessories and helmets will be useful. It's just right now the differences they make are so tiny. It's better than nothing, but 97 to 98, you know, +1 defense, 1%. It's not much. At least this one's like 2% better. A total of 3% increase. Yeah, I mean, it's not nothing, I know. It's worth picking up if you've got the money, I'm sure. What you really need to do is make sure that none of these pendants and rings have any, you know, status protection or extra effects. Because if they do, that's way more important than 1 defense. I'm gonna have a look at the equipment screen after the stream's over. Or like the equipment Wikipedia. If there is one. Alright, well we had tons of money, so it was no big deal. And well, we'll check the weapon shop, but I'm assuming nothing new at the weapon shop either, but... Well, no, there was new stuff here, but it was minor upgrades, you know. Yeah, the game... this game, I don't believe, tells you when you get a status protection. It certainly didn't in Secret of Mana, and I don't believe it does in SD3 either, so... Let's rest up for night. Check the weapon shop. And then I will probably end the episode for the future tubers. The future tubers will have to wait till next episode to find out what happens in the Wolfman area. Whatever we call it. I forget the name of their kingdom. You know, the guys that attack Jad and trying to conquer Wendell. Charlotte has a problem with them because they're kind of mean. He just stays up all night dancing in his shop all alone. No one really shops at 2 in the morning. He just likes to dance by himself. Alright, so yeah, there's no new weapons here. I mean, there's a duck orb. We've already got one of those. Who needs 2 duck orbs? Alright, well, future tubers, we're going to end the episode here. Traveling to Dean, I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're playing as Hawkeye and you need to come back here. It's nice to know where everything is, I suppose, if you're just sort of figuring out the map. But for the most part, if you're playing through with Duran or Angela or pretty much anyone except Hawkeye, I would expect, this place is not very important. And what I will do is, between episodes, before we come back, I will travel back to the town, whatever the name of the town was, of course, so that next episode we can head on over to the next elemental stone slash elemental. Elemental, but you know what I mean, spirit, stone, all that stuff. And I should double check we're not going to get a level up or anything while off camera, because I want to show the level ups, they're important. If we only have like 200 XP to go, then we're almost there. But we've probably got a fair ways to go to get to level 21. Actually, we do not. 650, we could do that just real quick here before we end, because that's going to be about... Well, we might not make it by the time we get back. I don't know. 650... We're not getting quite as much experience here as we were back in the ice areas, fighting level 18 enemies, oddly enough. It's gonna be, well, 70, that's 200. We're actually gonna be really close. Yeah, we'll get the, at least the level ups for Angela and Duran. Maybe we'll just get everyone to level 21 before we go home. Before we, call it quits for tonight's episode. Because I want to remember to give Duran, pretty much everyone needs spirit this level up. So, gotta give Duran a bit of spirit. So we had 200 experience on the last screen, and then about 150 on that screen. And then I got trapped. We could try fighting on 400% speed. These Triceratops enemies are pretty chill. Let's see if we die instantly. The true grind. Can you survive at max speed? I mean, one of those cockatrices gets out of control and we're dead. Anyway, we got that level up I was talking about. It looks like Angela's got the most stamina and intellect she can get for the moment, which means the only other stat, like, you could buff her strength a little bit, but spirit will affect some of her magic, so that's valuable. If you take her on the dark route, there's even less reason to have spirit, though, because she doesn't get the Lucent Beam. Or Lucent Beam. Well, this fight will get Duran a level up. Assuming we don't die on autopilot. Alright, he could get strength. But I want to put 1 point in spirit so he gets the rest of his ice sabers. Like Ice Saber. And then next level he should get his last saber. I think. He shouldn't need any more spirit. That means Carly, if we wait just a little bit, probably. 625. Oh, we're pushing our luck. We're going real overtime now, guys. Getting everyone level to 21. Oh, did we get turned to stone? That's why we're fighting with the girls. That's the danger. That's one of the dangers of doing super speed. It's good. I like it. I'd also just like the main thing is you kind of get to see like if it wasn't for the really slow spell animations, this is closer to the pace the game could go at. I was trying to cast that spell, and then it didn't work. I mean, I probably wouldn't want it to go quite this fast for normal play, of course, but just to give you an idea of, like, sort of how annoying some of these menus and spell animations can be. I mean, I don't know what's fair. This is the last level up. I'm not sure what's fair, because, like, you want to show off the animations, and probably attacking while the animations are on is the problem we got into in Secret of Mana, where you could stun lock things and everything, but... Charlotte... I don't think she has any spells that work off her intellect at all. So really all she needs is spirit and stamina. And keeping her alive as our primary healer is like... Oh, she got Machine Golem. Let's show off... Actually, before... Yeah, like... Just to wrap things up, we'll show off our last couple spells we just picked up. $110 damage for 2 MP. Could be worse. And... Don't know why that guy wouldn't show up. And we do have a new mid-tier. It's our first. It's our second. We've got Lucent Beam, or whatever it's called, Lucent Beam, as our tier 2 light spell. But this is our first, like, intelligence-based tier 2 spell. Might not work on these guys because they're flying, but who knows. 150 damage. It's not that impressive, but you know, if you can take advantage of elemental weaknesses and stuff, it'll still be strong. And Angela's got a lot of spells to learn, so we can look forward to learning a new spell pretty much every level up for her. Until she's got quite a few. So there we go. We've got, I think, all of Carly's spells, or Charlotte's spells. We'll get Duran's last Saber at the next level up. And Angela's she's got a lot more stuff to learn, so it's going to take her a little while. But, not bad. And with that, everyone's level 21, and we're back at the town. I was going to get too off camera, but we'll travel to the next area on camera on the next episode. So, thanks for watching, Future Tubers. We've got not very many elementals left, just 2, I think. Yeah, we've got 6 out of 8, so we're almost done this phase. We've got to go deal with the Wolfman's Luna, Mana Stone, and Luna, of course, as the Moon Elemental, and then Dryad for the Forest and the Elves and all that. So, cool. Look forward to that next episode. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.